Still bright.
Yeah, still bright.
Still bright.
Very
Dear.
bright.
Yeah, 20 years later. 27? 28 years later?
Wow.
Shit. Yeah, that was the first time I performed on the artist quarter stage. It was 27 years ago, I think. Maybe 26. Had the luxury of thanking the people sitting behind my table for listening with their motherfucking mouths. This is a glorious opportunity. Because I was all of 17 years of complete and total fucking angst.
Yeah!
I didn't eat meat. I didn't drink alcohol. No caffeine. Yeah, I was pretty fucking stupid. But the best part about that night was sitting down and getting threatened by some dude in a goatee sitting behind me. It wasn't Ski, by the way. That was probably the best part of that whole night. He proceeded to do nothing for the next hour while chain smoking his cigarettes and planning my demise for thanking him for listening with his motherfucking mouth. He left the artist quarter. You couldn't tell because it was darker than this room is on its best bright lit day. Or lowest light here, I guess you could say. And you still couldn't tell because there was such a thick haze of cigarette, weed, cigar, and who knows what else, smoke, filling the room, along with poets, mostly poets, some musicians, a house band, and a small guy named Kenny, who was still behind the bar.
Woo-woo!
27-ish years ago was the first time I had the chance to perform on the open mic that I had been hearing about for 2 or 3 years before that, when I saw the fastest drummer in the world, Barrett Deems, play on that same very stage. And these days, when I go into a room and I have the opportunity to thank people for listening, I generally don't have to thank people for listening with their mouths or with their motherfucking mouths. The world is a far different place. It's far more volatile than it was in the late 90s, sitting in, actually not far from here, because they hadn't moved yet at that time, over at Gaultier Plaza, underneath what was called Faces at some point, and some other several bars off of Mears Park, if you know that area. And it's wild to think about now, that same bar still has a spot in it where it was moved, right across from what is now the Ecolab building and Hams Park, and down on the bar, somewhere near where the bartender walks in, is a plaque that reads, in 1892, at this very spot, nothing happened. Thank you. All right, Ski, I'm going to try and sing this song. I will sing it, whether it's correct